So, I'm trying a new ankle because I feel like it. So, this is fun. And also, I can stand up like this. And I don't know, I feel like standing up right now. I'm in a mood. I want to move around. So, we're trying this. Can I make it? That works. Right. We're not professional here. No one's watching these videos anyways. Why does it matter? I still want to talk about this book. And yes, it's a library book because I cannot afford to buy all my books. Anyway, yeah, I love this cover though because I love all covers. All covers. If the cover is not pretty, I'm going to be upset and I'm not going to read your book. I'm sorry. It's the hard, cold truth. I need to have the pretty cover. And this is a very cool cover. I love the eyes being marked out. I think that's really cool. Although I do not like the sticker right here. Oh, you can see what high school I go to. I don't like high school. It sucks. Anyway, I should be talking louder. Yeah. Did anyone else take a while to realize this book is called White Cat and not Holly Black's book? It took me a while to associate this book with being called White Cat. I was just like, oh, it's this book I'm reading. Yeah, it's White Cat. The title just didn't really stick in my mind for whatever reason. Okay, so overall, I liked this book. I really did enjoy this book. A quick synopsis of this book is it is kind of like a mafia type noir novel-ish, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. They have these people that if they touch you with their bare hand, they can do stuff to you, give you good or bad luck, or erase all your memories, or turn you into a cockroach, because why not? Although the last thing was very rare for people. Did not say that because this is supposed to be spoiler free, but I'm not reshooting this because I don't care. Anyways, also I need to return this book tomorrow, and I have stuff I need to do tonight. So yeah, moving on. Anyways, yeah, I gave this 4 stars. This 4 stars is usually my it was pretty good rating for books. So yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, if you are into crime books, this is a crime book. So, and yeah, I think that's all I can really say. Spoiler free. The dude drinks a lot of coffee. He's written really well. The characters in this book, the main character is written really well. It was really fun being inside his head. He is great. I did enjoy him. His name is Castle. I'm going to be severely mispronouncing all these names because I suck at mispronouncing names. In fact, for most of this book in my head, I was like, his last name is Sharpie. But no, it's Sharphope. It's Sharp, Castle, Sharp, Castle, Sharp. It's Castle, right? It's Castle, right? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, I'm going to start going into spoilers. That light is really bright. Anyway, yeah. Spoilers. Okay, moving on. I'm energetic, okay? Yeah. You just need to deal with me for a little longer. I love posting with my books. Anyway, so it's actually, for a comment man, he's really bad at lying. I just kept stepping on something and I wanted to get it out of the way. Anyway, he's, for a comment, very bad at lying. That's just one thing. There is this one point in the book where they're breaking the cat out of the shelter because everything needs to be a crime, bust out, secret op mission, because why not? I actually bookmarked the page. He's like, what they do is that he sends in one of his friends that is all dressed Richie Rich to like come in and be like, oh my gosh, my grandma's cat like ran away, and the cat is like very dear to like my grandma and stuff, and if I do not find the cat soon, she's gonna get really mad and skin me alive. And the pet shelter dude is like, oh no, so sad, can I have your number? And like, yeah, and she's like, oh my gosh, here's my number, call me if you find my cat. It's white. It's a white cat. If you find it, please, I would love to know. So like my grandma doesn't like kill me and stuff. And then Castle comes in like 30 minutes later with his friend, and he's like, yo dude, I found this white cat. It looks like this and all this stuff. And then the store person's like, that's that one lady's cat. And he's like, I know the owner. You can give me the cat? Castle says, man, my sister's gonna be disappointed. I take a breath and let it out. Well, tell your friend to call me. Man, my sister is gonna be disappointed. So I heard in my head. Later he's like, oh man, this isn't my day, because you have to like be over 18 to adopt a cat for whatever reason, and he forgot his ID. So he's like, oh, it's not in my wallet. Oh man, it's not my day. He sucks at life for being a con man. Teenagers don't say that. At least I don't say that. I don't think I've ever heard someone my age go like, aw man. Maybe like Mickey Mouse. Like on that Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Wait, Mickey Mouse is not my age. But yeah. I really thought they were gonna open up my door. Anyway, so moving on. Confession. So, you know, I'm very romantic, and I'm always like, couples, where are the couples? And in my opinion, it's obvious that the author is like trying to get Lila, I think is her name, and Castle together. And honestly, I want him to get back together with his ex. I'm sorry. I get it, like, it is kind of cute what they have going on between Lila and Castle, where he's like, you're just a bully. And then she's like, you love being bullied. And I'm like, I mean, kind of cute, but like, can we just all get along and love each other? I mean, he was like sweet with his girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend, what's her name? It started with an H. I don't even remember her name. The names in this book were like a little weird. I think it was Harley. No, that is gonna hurt me later. Anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted him to get with his ex, because he obviously really cared about his ex, and she made him feel normal, and like, you know, he wasn't like constantly surrounded by crazy things, and I thought that was sweet. I have no idea why she broke up with him. Well, actually, she kind of hints that like she probably didn't think that he liked her, so she didn't want to be in a relationship whenever she didn't think it was mutual. But she was wrong. And when they were on the couch together in his house, and he's like, it's hard to love and feel comfortable around someone that's already hurt you once. And I was just like, he's like, it just makes you want them more. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. And yeah, and then it kind of, in the end, you kind of get like a feeling that maybe because she does get up to like go to that club Hex meeting with him, but then also at the end, like he and Lila get like a makeout session, but then we find out that Lila is like emotionally worked by his mom, and I'm like, that's gonna be great in the next book. I love you. No, you don't. Your mom just emotionally worked you. You don't actually love me. No, I actually seriously do love you. No, you don't. Teen angst. so looking forward to that. But I'm going to read the next book anyways because I actually did like this book. I think Castle was really well written in this book, actually. He actually had dimension and human emotions and was a human being. His other two human friends, though, I didn't think that they were well written. The girl, Dursa? You see, I'm terrible with names, okay? I'm terrible with names. I don't even want to really try and pronounce her name. Maybe if I had it right in front of me, I would be able to. No. Yeah, I'm just not gonna try. Like, I can pronounce Sam. And that's about it. Dana? It's not even close. Anyways, I felt like she was just unnecessary. She was just there. She's like, worker rights. And it's just like, why are you here? She didn't really do that much. She was just there, and I mean, she did help. Like, she brought in the fake blood and stuff to the party, and then she also helped with the cat con, but I don't think she did much more outside of that, and she was just there. I mean, Sam did more because he assembled the gun, and then he also took over the books whenever Castle was away from school. The books were a little dumb. Just gonna watch me bet on how this mouse will die and which teachers will get together, who will get the lead in the play. I'm just gonna blow all my money on. It's a little stupid. Just a little bit. I mean, I don't think teenagers would do that. Is that just me? I don't know. I think so. The teenagers, maybe not. I don't know. I might just be crazy. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, what else? Oh my gosh, the brothers. Yeah. Castle's family is messed up a little bit. Like, his mother is an emotional mess that's in jail. She was in jail the entire time. Although I think her character was done really well. I think she was well written in the book. I think she was a very interesting element to have. Philip, oh my gosh, Castle really did ruin his entire life. Took away his future, his son, his wife, his friend. Like, Castle took everything, and I was like, I didn't realize it until, like, Philip yelled it at him, and I was like, oh my gosh, he really did. It just destroyed this guy's life. Did he deserve for his life to be destroyed? That's a different question. Kinda did. I mean, you're gonna mind wash your wife to stay with you. Not the best character. I'm just saying. But Castle did do a great job of thoroughly destroying his entire life. And also, he destroyed his other brother's life in a way. Barron. Yeah. Barron. Yeah. Even, like, if Castle had, like, really no control over it, every time he had to, like, memory erase him, he would, like, lose his own memories, Barron would, and therefore he would become less of himself, because are you really who you are if you don't have your memories? I mean, and then at the end of the book, because the entire time, Castle has had his memories completely wiped, and been living kind of practically a lie, and then all his brothers like knew and hated him, and then now at the end of the book, Barron has kind of his memories wiped, and Castle knows, and he kind of hates him because he switched up the journals, which is pretty clever. I just don't really know how he did it. To, like, Baron just like come home one night and realize that half of his journals was telling one side of the story and half of his journals were telling a different side of the story, and he was just like, what the heck? Or did he switch them all at once? Does Baron just like read all of his journals every night? Like all the way through, just reads them all every night? I mean, I guess he does. That's a lot of reading. Why do you want to remember what outfit you wore on Tuesday? I have great memory because I'm not a memory worker that destroys my memory every time I try to memory work someone. And I still forget what I wore the day before or ate for lunch and stuff. You don't need to remember those things. But remembering the con heist assassination plot that you're currently in is kind of a memory you want to keep on. Anyway, it was kind of a little awkward to read that one scene where they're like, Baron and Castle are at the pizza place, and Castle's like, I kind of want to turn him into a slice of pizza and feed him to the kids next to us. And I'm like, that's very disturbing because you're turning these poor innocent kids into practical cannibals. But also, who is really at fault? Like, was that a good thing Castle did? Because now he's technically protecting his brother. But at the same time, Baron and Philip were also protecting Castle in a way. So they're both at fault, okay? That's my final answer. They're both at fault. They both did wrong things. They're both bad people. This is a messed up family. Oh, by the way, Lila was a cat. It's kind of, the more you think about that, it's more of like, that sucks. There was in this like cat cage for a while, and she was like a cat in a cat cage, and how did she not go insane? She might have actually went a little bit insane. That wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, yeah, and also Castle is a transfiguration worker. I don't know how that works. Like, how he described it was weird. So, like, he has, like, an episode where he, like, is messing himself up and then he's fine. He just can't move and has terrible feelings for, like, a minute and then he's fine. Is that his entire blowback? I mean, it might be actually interesting if, like, one by one his fingers turn to wood, but then again, you can't really memory erase that. Of course he was a transfiguration worker before I even opened the book. And I figured out that he was the only normal one in a family of special little snowflakes. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's totally a special little snowflake. And then it was like, transfiguration is like the most craziest, powerful, and rarest. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's totally. And guess what? Because all characters are special little snowflakes. Because then they wouldn't be main characters. Seriously, he was fun to read though. He drank a lot of coffee. Like at one point they were eating stew and they were also drinking coffee. Does that gross out anyone? Like my teeth felt that. Which is weird to say, but my teeth felt that. And I was like, ew. And everyone drinks their coffee black. Except for Sam, who puts sugar packets in his. I know this. Anyway, yeah. Is there anything really else I want to say? To destroy Philip's Philip's wife. She seems happy, I mean, she seems happy. Granddad, in my opinion, was the best, most. He was a great character. He really did care about his family. So, good for him. It was a book. Go read it if you haven't already. I think it was it's different. It's different. It's out there. Is there any other big spoilers? Oh my gosh. Zakharov? Zakharov? Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. Of course he didn't come alone. I he is a leader of like a mafia crime. Of course he didn't come alone. Like, come on, how were they that stupid? And it was just great that she was there to stop him in time before they killed Castle. Anyway, yeah, and then at the end of the scene, he was just like playing along with everything, and we're like, and then Anton died, and I was like, oh my gosh, and it was like, all this stuff was happening. I mean, it was a good con. I liked how like, Castle was like, I hate that I love the con so much, and I feel so giddy getting away with something, and I'm like, honestly, I feel that, because, I was 6 years old once, and I once too tried to sneak a cookie from the pantry, and I always loved it. I mean, not loved it, that sounds so weird, but, that it was that feeling where I'm like, got away with it. I have a cookie that I'm not supposed to have. And I was like, yeah, but now I'm too much of a goody two shoes to do anything like that again. Maybe, no, I wouldn't even pick a pencil off the sidewalk and keep it. Wait, have I actually done? No. Well, I am a goody two shoes. I actually hate being called one, but I am. Anyways, I'm twirling around a lot. Could have had a better title, but it was okay. What would you even call this book if you didn't call it White Cat? Black Gloves? Because the second one is Red Gloves. I like this cover better than the second cover, but I'll still read the second book. Second book's gonna be a mess. Philip deserves to be angry. Barnes' life is completely destroyed, but yet better because he is no longer an assassin person, and he has a decent relationship with his brother now, and if his brother doesn't really like him that much because he did kind of mess with his entire life. I mean, families are great. I don't like my brothers either. Okay, so I can relate to that. Although none of them have tried to use me as a murdering tool and erase my memory whenever they were done with me and throw me to the side like garbage. Yeah, the cat was a little weird, but the hand thing, I like how everyone in the world wears gloves. I think that's interesting and cool and stuff like that. I can't really think of anything else. The school was pretty cool. I mean, aside from all the weird betting on random things, like, I get it's cool the castle's a bookie, but at the same time, it's like, you guys get a kick out of that? Okay, you do you. I don't know. Yeah. Am I really forgetting someone? I liked Sam's character. And I really liked Castle's ex-girlfriend, and I'm kind of secretly rooting for them to get together. Partly because she's a theater nerd, and I'm a theater nerd. Oh. Yeah. I'm really excited to see the mom in the second book. She seems fun, and I really did enjoy watching her. And yeah, all the family dynamics are interesting. Granddad is interesting and fun. But yeah, I don't really know what else it's gonna be about. I do expect a lot of like, I love you, I seriously actually fell in love with you. And then Castle being like, no, my mom just warned you. Don't you see? And Tina inks like that. That's like my prediction for the next book. And I'm not looking forward to reading it, but I'll get through it. I'll be happy in the end. I will. It was so messed up to make your brother think that he killed his best friend, a girl that he was actually in love with. That's like the most messed up thing to do, ever. He had some really terrible brothers. Yet he still loved them for some reason. Probably some leftover working from his mother. Or Castle is just genuinely that nice of a person. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, White Cat by Holly Black. I think I said enough comments on it. Won't torture you any longer. That's my little book talk.